Charlie Berens is one of Wisconsin's best-known comedians, but recently he's taken to a new cause, showing us a side of him we don't often get to see, taking a stand against an artificial intelligence data center that's coming to Port Washington.
Yeah, while Berens is against the facility, others are for it. In part one of this special report, I sit down with Berens and the mayor of Port Washington to get both sides.
Welcome to the Manitowoc Minute.
Charlie Berens has millions of followers on social media.
Oh my gosh.
And a platform people turn to for a good laugh.
All right, hey, it's time now for the Craigslist kicker.
But recently,
Well, that's got to be a no-go.
Charlie took to his platform for a different reason.
Port Washington, Wisconsin just approved a massive AI data center.
He posted this video speaking out against a huge artificial intelligence data center being built in Port Washington.
Folks, Wisconsin's becoming a dumping ground for these AI data centers.
After watching the city council meeting, what Charlie saw didn't sit well with him.
You had all these people saying they didn't want something, and yet the city council went in a different direction.
You have no idea the footprint.
I think this is ill thought out. It should have been a referendum.
You've got a whole room full of people against this.
So I was just trying to amplify the voices of these people who I don't think had their voices heard.
Because apparently the Common Council got blackmailed by a robot.
I saw the video. It was brought to my attention over the weekend. I kind of looked at it with a sad face, like, oh, all the work we've done to try to communicate the reality and the truth about our project now is in question.
The project is a gigantic one, years in the making, spearheaded by Port Washington Mayor Ted Neitzke, approved in August with plans to start moving dirt next month.
It means that we are going to be in a position to be able to sustain our community's future.
More than 1,600 acres, 3 miles north of downtown Port Washington, bought by Vantage Data Centers for $8 billion to build at least 3.2 million square feet of AI data centers.
The economic impact for our city, though, is significant because right now, just the minimum guarantee of $8 billion in investment, that's their minimum guarantee. That's 8 times what our city is currently worth.
We're losing the thing that makes Wisconsin, Wisconsin, America's Dairyland, and the tech companies are seeing this as like, oh, we've got all this fresh water. You can quickly see how this is going to turn into America's motherboard. Well,
the farmers willingly sold their properties because family farms are not sustaining anymore. They're corporate farms. My nightmare would be the north side of Port Washington in the town being a gigantic corporate farm where they're leaching things into the soil and they're sucking the groundwater dry and they're polluting our creeks.
Water usage is a big concern with these data centers. The mayor says theirs is a closed-loop system that will use about 22,000 gallons a day or around 8 million gallons a year, the equivalent of about 65 homes or 12 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Bought from the city, sourced from Lake Michigan.
At the end of the day, it's not going to have a significant impact. It's not going to disrupt our environment.
The data center is just the beginning, because if you have a data center, it's like having a big shop vac, you know? And the shop vac, what do you need for that? Well, you need an extension cord. So, you throw that out over all these farmlands. Those are the utilities. The utilities own those, and the utilities can take land through eminent domain. So you quickly see how people just don't have much of a choice in this.
Where the power lines will land is still being figured out, with several communities fighting against them.
So that's beyond my control. It is a massive amount of energy.
Port's data center is a 1.3 gigawatt facility, enough to power around 1 million homes.
What I do appreciate about Vantage is their commitment to 70% renewable energy being used to power their facility.
The mayor also touted what Vantage is doing with the land around the data center. This initial project will take up about 40% of the land, 672 acres of the 1,644 acres they bought. They'll build retention ponds, restore wetlands, and plant over 2,300 trees on 8-foot berms to hide the facility from public eye.
Our zoning code was designed and developed so that it had to basically disappear in a forest that they will create.
We are sort of trading our farmland for a thing that's gonna take everyone's jobs. I mean, that's the trajectory. That's the stated goal in a lot of ways. So it doesn't make sense to lose our farmland, to lose our jobs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot to think about.
It's a lot. Both interviews were a lot. They were, extensive 30, 45-minute interviews, and both men are very well researched. They're very intelligent, and it was a lot. And this is only part one of the series. So.
Well, they both presented their sides in a strong way.
Yeah,
I
I totally agree.
The point of view.
Absolutely, and it's a big talker, and it's affecting a lot of communities right now. So it's good for a lot of people just to know what these are all about, because they're popping up other places too, not just in Port Washington. And tomorrow night we will bring you part 2 of this special report, talking about job creation, the effects of artificial intelligence, and the big mystery that the public may never get an answer to when it comes to Port Washington's facility.
We'll be looking forward